Is Hollywood really that woke? I've been hearing this for since a while now. So, what's the deal? And that will be the topic of discussion today here on the show. Welcome, story lovers, to the Story Dude Show with your host, Jared Dean Winchester, bringing you a fresh set of episodes for the month of June 2025. So let's get right into it, shall we? The term "go woke, go broke" has been thrown around since God knows how long. But it's safe to say that after so many years of, shall we say, keeping up with appearances and agents and managers trying to sell the facade, the illusion of Hollywood, this perfect dream for aspiring filmmakers and talent and screenwriters. But rarely do they have time for new ideas. Now that that's happening, some people are calling Hollywood woke. Why? Because the fact that inclusion, diversity and inclusion, including people of color included in movies, people of color doing roles, and people of color having the position of some sort in the pre-production and post-production stages. For example, my favorite TV show, Smallville, was actually edited by an Indian, Vikas Patel, a North Indian. Usually you would have someone who is a Caucasian, an American, a white American do this, but in cases like this, diversity has come to fruition. However, when people say, get woke, go broke, it's really an excuse, and it's a criticism that doesn't bear weight. Now, here's why. For too long, when a gay celebrity or someone who identifies as trans or someone who identifies as non-binary or whatnot, agents and managers are literally getting wind of this, and they're actually saying, look, if you do this, you'll be committing career suicide. Don't do it. And they're being pushed back into the closet, or in some cases back in the bottle, to have it all bottled up, and in the end they just can't do it anymore and they just come out. Also, this whole get woke, go broke, in all honesty, now I think I did an episode a while back, but here's what I can tell you. I can tell you for damn sure that it's really karma doing its bit. It's really karma working its way into Hollywood, making some changes. Now, if you disagree with that, fine. And if you are one of those people who say, oh, I don't want to watch that, don't force me to watch it, well, guess what? No one is forcing you to do that. You can simply turn off the camera, or you can turn off the telly or the television and just walk away. Or you can switch the channel, just walk away. It's simple. But for you to complain that Hollywood's going woke and guys are being feminized, well, what if the crisis of their identity has always been there before? Now think about it. And Hollywood somehow managed to suppress that. Let me tell you something. This is something that someone wise told me. You can push and push and push a worm back into its hole, but ultimately it needs to come out. It has to come out, because that is its curiosity, that is its nature. And I believe this analogy fits perfectly, only because the pushing down bit has been happening by agents and managers so they can keep their cozy jobs and they can get their $1 million bonuses or whatnot. They've been pushing down queer, gay, and non-binary or transgender talent to come out, to be true to themselves, so that they can prosper. Well, guess what? Karma has finally caught up. So next time you hear the words "get woke, go broke" or "Hollywood is woke," think about this. Maybe it's karma doing its thing. I hope you take this into consideration the next time you either hear that phrase or comment that Hollywood's lost the plot. Well, guess what? In some instances, I may agree, but this is not one of them. The constant push down of identities, the constant, shall we say, the constant refusal to acknowledge someone's identity or someone's sexuality truly is what you're pushing them down, and eventually this is them coming out of the hole or out of the closet. So I also want to let you know that because Hollywood is dying, or rather the system that has kept Hollywood strong for so long is dying, and independent cinema is proving more and more desirable in the sense that creativity and original storytelling is actually happening in independent film. Agreed that financing sometimes for these independent films can be limited, but you have to admit, creatively, what they're doing is coming up with original ideas, and Hollywood is running out. So, as someone who has been through the Hollywood system, gaining experience, I can honestly tell you that outdated beliefs on film, celebrities, and everything in the middle is still true. It still exists, but it's slowly dying out. So if you're one of those people who believes that Hollywood should keep its outdated beliefs no matter what, and given the rise of technology, making it easily accessible for other filmmakers, creatives around the world to make their own films creatively and make quality work for that matter, you can stay. You can stay in your closet. You can stay in your house munching a bunch of potato chips and hoping that something would change. But it won't. Things are moving forward, and calling Hollywood woke, it's not going to do it, because change is happening. It has starting to happen, and you can go elsewhere. And I'm not saying this because I'm rude. I'm just saying this because that's the reality. And as for you critics in Hollywood, you've been stifling talent. That ends today. And I'm going to put some red flags up for you anytime soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for listening, or thank you for joining me here into this week's video, or this week's episode. And as always, I post anywhere between 2 to 3 episodes per month of the Story Dude Show every year, so be sure to check all of them out. like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you again, don't forget to turn that page.